Hello and welcome to episode number 26 of the End-to-End Football Podcast. With the transfer market in full swing, we'll be running through the latest deals and all the rumours throughout the footballing world. Welcome to the End-to-End Football Podcast. This is a podcast by football fans for football fans, where we'll be getting stuck into the fast-paced world of Premier League football. We'll be running through all the games and all the gossip on a weekly basis. So stay tuned and check it out. Yes, you're back in with me, myself, Stuart. I have turned up on time on this episode. I was late in the last one. I do apologise once again, but we're here to talk massive transfers all week long. And Kuda, how's it going, mate?
Excellent, mate. Absolutely excellent. And I'll tell you why in a bit.
Yeah. Sean, how's it going? How's it going, fella?
Boom, I'm here, bro. I'm here. You know me, happy as Larry as always.
Good stuff. And wowzers. We've got Abbas also back in the building. Abbas, how's it going, fella?
I'm alright, guys. How are you? It's a long time since we heard each other's voices. I'm here.
Since we heard your voice anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's good to get some balance back into the podcast. We've now got our Man United correspondent back in the house.
I'm going to revoke that title and try and keep it fair.
So
do my Jamie Carragher.
Therefore, he apologises for the last episode he was on.
Oh no, I didn't say that. No.
No, I'll apologise on behalf of you.
Wow.
Anyway, let's crack on, mate.
Let's get down into it. And seeing as you mentioned it first, Kuda, and seeing as I know how much this particular transfer for yourself means to you, go on, tell the people what it was. Go on, let it loose.
Do you know what, yeah? We're going to rewind this back because when Madrid were linked with this brother, I got excited. I saw him playing for Porto in the Champions League. He scored a beautiful goal. I thought, oh yeah, this would be a good right back option to play with Carvajal and all that. The man turned up, and you know me, I hated Arbeloa. Can't defend, can't go forward. We get this Brazilian right back. I'm thinking, yes, it's going to be beautiful samba football. You know, I'm expecting him not to be that good defensively, but you know, going forward, I'm expecting magic. Absolute nonsense, mate. Absolute nonsense. Going forward, useless. Crossing, dead. Decision making, awful. The worst I've ever seen. His touch, poor. Then defensively, I'm thinking, okay, if you're not that good going forward, at least give me something defensively. Oh, he's getting turned left, right, and centre. Always that opposition. Embarrassing. The guy is actually embarrassing. And for Pep and Conte to be chasing after this guy, I clearly don't know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to football, because from what I've seen in the last 2 seasons with this guy, useless, absolutely useless. 26 mil, fantastic signing.
Lovely, jubbly.
Absolutely lovely.
Don't forget that 0.9, Kuda. 26.9, B.
0.9.
That 0.9 means a lot, mate.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to agent fees.
Exactly.
But no, I mean, I'm guessing then you're not expecting too much from Danilo in the Premier League when he touches down on this new shaped Man City squad that Pep's obviously building at this moment in time with a load of fullbacks.
He would just be average.
Wow.
That you've heard it here first.
It's a lot of money for average.
He's going to blend in and just be average. He's not going to do anything special.
So you think he's not gonna challenge Kyle Walker for that right back?
No, he's not. He's a backup. He's backup. He's no way. But then again, this is Pep. This is the same guy that played Jesus Navas as a right back. So you never know. I was
going to say, I'm sure there's space for him in central midfield because I know how he likes to move the ball back into the central midfield as well.
It's funny because I've heard other football fans saying, oh, you know what? Kyle Walker is going to be on his toes his whole career at Man City because Danilo is more technically gifted, and I thought the same for a while.
Nah,
but after hearing that breakdown from you, Kuda, I'm just gonna go with you on this one.
No, that's an assumption because they think he's Brazilian, he plays for Madrid, he must be technically good. No, he's not. They're gonna be in for a shock, mate. In for a shock.
Do you know what? I know Kuda's going to be so gutted if they buy the Danilo that came from Porto, not the one that come from Real Madrid. He's going to be cursing. You've heard this here first, bruv. You heard it here first. Watch.
Listen, as long as Carvajal stays fit, you can do whatever you like.
If they somehow manage to get you lot in the Champions League and he goes and plays a blinder, Kuda's going to be going wild. Watch, you've definitely heard that here first.
Listen. The last man to be doing that was Eto and Morientes a long time ago. Ever since then, the likes of Khedira, Higuain, useless against us, mate. Absolutely useless.
Let's move swiftly on to another player. Well, not another player, because the first one I'm not that excited about seeing in the Premier League. But certainly Chelsea's new striker, Morata. Another one of your ex-boys there, Kuda. I'm definitely looking forward to how this boy performs in the Premier League. Because he looks like he has... Yeah, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But it's at the business end of the pitch. And he is there to score goals. So let's see what he can do. Because he is a very good player from the bits I've seen of him. I like him very much. And it's a bit of a shame he couldn't break himself into that Real Madrid team. But I think Chelsea there has definitely walked into a very, very good striker.
Definitely, I think they've got a very good striker. I mean, even last season, really, I think it was Zidane's love affair with Benzema kind of ruined his
definitely
sort of career because really and truly he should have been playing ahead of Benzema last season. He's got the best goals to minutes ratio in La Liga last season, or Messi might have a better one.
I think he has it in Europe, not even just La Liga. I think it's Europe.
Yeah, he was really good last year. Really good last year as well, when he played anyway. And actually, just as a side note, I would like to thank the Premier League TV money because all these pundits wax lyrical about the Premier League being the biggest league in the world. They've got the best, most TV deal. But you know what? It's our TV deal because we seem to be all benefiting from this money. Thank you very much, mate. I mean, 26.9 mil for Danilo, 70 mil for Morata. I love this deal. Keep it coming, mate. Keep it coming.
Was it 70 mil? I thought it was 80 mil. Was it rising to 80 mil?
No, it's rising to...
they only did 80 mil for United.
Yeah,
Okay.
80 million euros. I think it's something silly at the moment. It's like 69 mil and then an extra mil for, I don't know, a goals bonus or something, I would gather. It's something that's going to increase in time, which is ridiculous. If you're going to pay 69 mil, you might as well pay 70 mil. But you know how these football clubs work. And once again, you know how these agents work as well. Very important to their bonus, that sort of structure.
Yeah, but I look forward to seeing him in the Premier League anyway. I think it's one of those ones where it's going to be hot or cold. It's either he's going to come in there, banging,
going to hit the ground running,
or he's just going to have a nightmare. It's going to be like, do you know what I mean? One of those
Soldado,
no in between. Exactly. You're either getting Soldado or do you know what I mean?
Another Diego Costa.
Exactly, another Costa.
I really think he's going to do well. I think he suits Chelsea's type of football as well because at this precise moment, if we think Diego Costa last season scored most of his goals inside the box, that is where Morata will do most of his damage in his career anyway, and has been doing. I think he's the perfect replacement for Costa, and I don't think he's going to give them the attitude as well. And is he going to get a red card this game, or do you know what I mean? Who's he going to punch up? You're not going to get that with him. You're just going to get someone that wants to score and do his job. So I hope he does well. I mean, I say I hope. Not as well as Lukaku, obviously, but hope he does well because I wanted to see him in the Prem, definitely.
But you know, saying what you're saying, we've seen it plenty of times where a striker with a big reputation, I'm not saying him, but strikers with a big reputation, Shevchenko came, he was the baddest striker on the planet at that time, and they came in the dead. The Premier League's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
so we're just going to have to see what he's... There's plenty. There's plenty. Crespo. There's nothing. You know what? Most of them have been to Chelsea, isn't it?
Yep, that's why I mentioned him.
I think Crespo was asking a bit much. He was a bit past his best by the time he got to Chelsea. But no, I do take your point. It is a hard league to adapt to. So we'll have to see how it goes.
You can't really say he adapts to their football. It's how he's going to perform, how he takes to it. Because obviously, when you look at some of the other strikers, when Shevchenko came, you thought, yeah, the way Chelsea play, he's going to slap in beer goals. He struggled. He scored 1 goal in Community Shield, and he was dead food after that.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very
I
true.
don't know. I think Shevchenko is a bit of an anomaly there. I don't know what happened there. I can't even explain that.
But do you remember when they signed him? He was lethal. Yeah. When they got him, I was like, oh no, he's gonna kill it. And then when I saw him play, I thought, whoa, did they sign his brother or his cousin?
But the thing is with Chelsea at the moment, this whole Costa situation, obviously, it must be some kind of beef between him and Conte.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For him
something along them lines.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not just him, because I've heard talk of, no, he doesn't like it in London. Nonsense. You know what I mean? If you're getting the big boy money, you like it wherever you are. You know what I mean?
Especially in London. London's a fabulous place if you got money.
To be fair, Diego Costa's had problems with all the managers that he's played for, really. He's always got a period of having issues with.
Apart from Simeone's the only one because he's a hothead as well.
Well, I think Simeone scares the crap out of all these players, man. Everyone knows Simeone's past, so you're like, maybe I won't mess with him. But Jose had a problem with him. Conte had an issue with him mid-season, and then he came back. He started doing all right again. I just think people have a short timeline with him, really.
But you know, he's disrespectful though, because he's out here like selling ball. Taking videos in Atletico shirts and all this.
Yeah, and that is a slap in the face. Like, come on, you should know better. Conte won't take that, man. No way.
But you know what? If a player wants to leave, let him go, bruv. They've got a good enough striker now. This is whether he's going to perform. I think
that's what they wanted, wasn't it? That's what they wanted, was that backup, just to say not backup, but you know what I mean, just that plan B, just to say to Diego Costa, look, if you don't want to play for us, mate, that's not a problem. There's another one just like you round the corner, and there we go. We've got him in already. So if you want to go to Atletico, see you later, mate. We'll buy the plane ticket for you.
Even Atletico can't sign him for the next 3 months, so you know, he has to just sit there and wait, bro.
Yeah. They've definitely done some strange business in this transfer window, Chelsea. I mean, if you look what they've done so far, and the amount of centre backs that they've let go, they want to hope none of their centre backs get injured, because Aki's gone Bournemouth, Chalobah's gone Watford, Zuma's got loaned off to Stoke City, so they've got no one in backup in defence, and I think they were sort of relying on maybe a Juve defender coming through, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen. So it'd be very interesting to see. They're definitely still in the market for a centre back. So watch this space.
Didn't they sign that Roma guy? Doesn't that make them 4 centre backs? Well, Aspilicueta is now a centre back.
The Rodrigo.
Yeah,
but with three at the back, and you've only got
one spare. Yeah. It's dangerous. And even the guy they wanted from Juventus was Sandro. He's a left back, so I don't know where that.
One of them centre backs is Luis. I know he had a fabulous season last season, but don't forget. I mean, he could turn back into crazy head. Bob, you know what I mean? So,
but you know what? Talking on Chelsea, what about the other midfield player they just bought as well?
Bakayoko, or whatever his name is.
Yep.
Oh, Bakayoko from Monaco, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He looked good in the Champions League when I saw it.
Isn't that a Matic replacement kind of thing?
Yeah, because Matic looks like he'll either go Juventus or United. Yeah.
He come and join the special ones up in Man United, I reckon.
The special ones. You're not letting go of that name, are you?
Not until he wins the Premier League. If he wins it this season, then I can't say it no more. Eh?
No pressure.
Yeah, I mean...
It would be the first time I look silly on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, on that deal, Chelsea to United, I can't really complain too much. Maybe the price, but then again, football wages and prices now... It's just time to close your eyes and just, no, there's no point trying to figure it out.
Money now, it seems just absolutely irrelevant. It really does.
It really is.
I mean, last season, Abbas, you took some stick last season for the Paul Pogba one, but I mean, this season we're just seeing.
No, it's just like that.
That's going to be the normal transfer fee at the moment. You know, a couple of years ago, you was looking at 20 mil and going, okay, that's probably an average player or whatever. But now you're looking at 70 million, 60, 80 million, and you're not even batting an eyelid. There's still got 6 more transfers to come in.
Anyone that's labelled good on average starts at 50.
I was just about to say 50 as well.
Starts at 50.
That's it.
I mean,
That's if their
Kyle Walker
contract's running to an
has
end.
just done it. That's
You know
it. That now it starts at 50.
See, if Kyle Walker's going for 50 mil, you think back to when Andy Carroll, when he was 35 mil.
Yeah.
You can't even bring that up no more in the context of these days. It's
You
like,
can't.
What's 35 mil?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if you think about it, Kyle Walker is the same price as Zinedine Zidane. Let that sink into you guys. Let that sink in.
If you could see my jewel right now. Oh, my days.
That's sink in.
And he goes for 50 mil. And what Bonucci went for, what was it, 30 mil?
30,
It was
35.
to Milan.
I don't understand that.
I mean, come on, man. Arguably, the best defender, do you know what I mean, in the world is going for like 30 mil. And this guy's going for 50.
But you know what it is? You see what it is? You see when you're buying British as well, it's ridiculous, man.
20 million
I think
added.
it's when you're buying British and when it's a British club as well, because
Yeah.
now there's a Premier League TV money premium that the European clubs put on players. And
Yeah.
amongst themselves, the clubs as well are just,
You guys are missing one variable as well about the Kyle Walker deal. Daniel Levy.
guys,
That's all I'm saying. Him
Guys,
dealing with
nightmare.
him is an extra 30 mil.
Yeah, he's like the mafia, him. You
Yeah,
know?
he's an extra 30 mil. Done. You literally go to do business with him and he just pulls your pants down and says, now show me what you're worth. Then you have to pay the price. It's just, that's
how
it.
much do you want it?
That's it. That's it.
And speaking of Daniel Levy, I mean, 0 transfers. What's going on? They spent no money. What are these lot doing? They finished second last season or whatever it was. You know what I mean? There's talk. I'm hearing Harry Kane saying, "Yeah, we can challenge," and all this nonsense. And you're playing at Wembley as well. I mean, all the signings you're gonna have to do now are gonna be lastminute.com. I see them struggling for top 4.
I think this
Very
money
first.
is all this money is just going towards the stadium and Levy's bathroom. That's all it is. I don't see him. I don't see them spending any money. I don't see them breaking their wage structure. You can see Daniel Levy sitting in his bathtub full of money right now, just going,
Well, like the Scarface
Walker,
scene, yeah?
just sitting there, cigar in his hand, going, "Oh, who next can I sell?" Lucky Danny Rose. Danny Rose is still on injured, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because he would be the next person that would have been sold straight 50 mil. Bah. There we go. Give me that.
Yeah, but you know, they let that
towards the
Carl
kitchen.
Walker go, but they got that Trippier, so... But he needs a backup. He needs players. I don't know what he's doing. He's lost.
They'll wait for sort of the last week of the transfer window, I think, as sort of Kuda was alluding to. I think that's the way Levy likes it. I think he likes that bit of pressure at the last minute. Who do we need? What bargains can I grab at the last minute,
It's also
That's
got to
what
realise
he's
that
looking
people
for.
are looking at him and going, you have 50 million now. So whatever player you go for, slap 10 extra. And then, of course, someone might turn around and goes, yeah, but you sold Kyle Walker for 50, so that my player is definitely worth 40. And he's probably dealing with that now constantly, anytime he's thinking about going for a transfer. But that's the business now. He has to
That's why I
let go of
prefer
that money, man.
That's why I prefer the Everton approach, to spend the money before it's even arrived. Do you know what I mean?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because people don't know that you've got the money or not. Do you know what I mean? You'll be like, is this the Lukaku man? No, we ain't sold it yet.
We ain't sold him.
Do you know what I mean? You get all your business done and then you sell him. Not all this waiting around last minute, because all these prices are they'll get worse, isn't it? So a player that's probably worth, 50 mil, whatever it is, on the 31st of August, he's 100 mil.
No, exactly. The longer he keeps it, the more expensive the player is going to be. Whoever it is. This Perisic deal right now, it's a perfect example of it for United. The longer it goes on, the more they just keep to be adding numbers to this price tag that they want.
Problem is, the longer you wait, someone else will get desperate. Another club that's been sitting around doing nothing, do you know what I mean? Now they want something, then they'll be sniffing around for this Perisic or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a bit mad. And speaking of madness, I'm just gonna touch on this Neymar situation.
Oh, have to.
Oh,
you have to. You can't
days.
skip it.
Do you know what? The interesting thing of this, it was on Twitter. I see some fans, the accountants I call them. They were like, how can PSG spend all this kind of money, 222 mil, financial fair play, which no one cares about anyway. But what people need to understand with PSG is that their owners are also their sponsors. Do you know what I mean? So when Qatar sponsors their shirt or whatever it is, the money they paid them for that is way over the top. You know what I mean? For the sponsorship they paid them, it's not even what it's worth. So that's how they supplement. So even if there was financial fair play, they get away with it anyway. Because, you know what I mean? They'll just overpay sponsorship-wise. And then when it comes to Neymar, to me, 220, I mean, after these monies going around now, Neymar is probably, for me, he's probably the most, I can't think of a more valuable player when you think about age, you know, potential,
100%.
Talent,
you know
marketing.
And marketing as well. If you put all that in there, I don't think there's a more valuable player in world football at the moment. You know what I mean? Because Suarez is 30, Messi's 30, Ronaldo is 32. So to me, he's the most valuable player out there, but still 222 mil. Like, it's mad. It's mad. But then what they want to pay him, like 35 mil net? That's after tax. Oh my days.
Yes, please. Sign me up, mate.
And then, do you know what made me laugh?
I'm telling you what, you pay that to Adebayor, he plays one season and he just goes back to Africa. But he ain't playing again.
As many a teams have found out.
Do you know what the worst thing is? If you see his performance in a friendly yesterday, it's like he knew a PSG. Look what you can get. And he decided to just dribble the whole Juventus back line. And you're just looking at going, yeah, he's definitely going to be sold soon. Someone's going to try
last season, I remember last season, the 6-1 comeback, you know, that was basically Neymar and the ref that done that comeback.
Definitely the ref. Definitely the ref.
That first leg, Neymar was the only one doing anything. That second leg, you know, he assisted, scored a free kick, I think. You know what I mean? And then obviously the dives and all that kind of stuff. So they know exactly what they're getting, you know? So, yeah. But as a bias, I'll put my glasses on here. As a Madrid fan, I'm looking at it thinking, yes, Neymar will be gone. Lovely. But then I'm hearing they could sign Dybala. I'm like, okay. Then I'm hearing, then someone tried to put, they might even go for Mbappe. I was like, whoa. You know, need to relax.
You can get that 200
relax
million.
you know what I mean?
They can get Dybala, Coutinho, and then use their own money to get Mbappe on top.
That is that's my problem with this. I'm like, okay, Neymar goes good, but if he goes, Neymar goes good, but on the other hand, they get 222 mil, man. That's a lot of money for them to play with. You know what I mean? That is a lot of money for them to play with.
Yep.
You know, and someone just touched on the Coutinho bid. I mean, I don't know what to make of this. You know, because obviously I think they're looking at him as a sort of obviously like a replacement for Iniesta when he finally hangs up his boots and that. But surely he'd be better placed to tell us this. But is Coutinho, is he tempted to go or not? Because the way Klopp is talking, he's talking like, yeah, he's not interested. He's definitely staying, all this kind of stuff.
You see what the thing is? Because he's just signed a new contract and I think he's there until like 2022 and there's no release clause in the contract, I think what they'll do, they'll keep him. I don't care what Barcelona say, he ain't going to force Klopp's hand to sell him. Because he wants to build a team around Coutinho. But like I said, as I said before in previous podcasts, even if he was to go, there'll always be somebody else to like replace them. Because obviously, as a Liverpool fan, like I've said before, I've seen the big ones go, I've seen Suarez leave. Well, we ain't really you can't replace them, but you'll get someone that will fill a gap. And the team seems to be doing all right. He's done all right in the signings he's made. So you never know in football. These players will come out and say they'll never leave, and next week they're gone. Fabian Delph.
Next week he's smiling at the Camp Nou with the shirt on.
Exactly.
It's my dream come true.
And I supported them when I was a kid. Yeah, mate, I've heard that so many times. You lot need to change up the script, fam. Come on.
You remember when Robbie Keane, someone done a thing on Robbie Keane, and he moved on to like 4 different clubs, and he said exactly the same thing at each 4 of the clubs. It's always been my dream to play at Beep, and I hope I have a long, successful career here. Every single time, without fail, it's like a script. So
but all football players have that script. All football players have that script. Like, I'm sure Morata had the same script waiting for United when he was thinking about going, and all of a sudden he just changed it, scratched out United and put Chelsea in front.
Well, I think he was the manager, wasn't it? Because he said, I've worked with Conte before, blah, 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 you know, the manager is, is lovely, all this kind of stuff. He trusts me. He probably would say the same thing about Mourinho if he'd gone to.
Pretty much. You turn around and say, "Oh, Mourinho gave me the chance to break into the first team." Ah, well.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You'd have had it already. But if I was Coutinho, I'll probably just wait until Iniesta is going
officially gone.
When he's like retiring or whatever, then I'll be like, yep, now's my chance to come in, because at this moment in time, I mean, playing that midfield three, if it's Busquets, Iniesta, and Coutinho, it's not, the balance is a bit off there. It's a bit off.
But I think you see with the Coutinho as well, I think that's a ploy in trying to get Neymar to stay as well, because you know what, them two are close. So I reckon it might be a ploy to try and keep Neymar. If you stay here, we'll bring Coutinho in as well. But hey ho, he's still a Liverpool player.
That's it.
I think he'll stay, man. I don't think Barcelona are gonna fork out, what's it, 90 million or 86 million or whatever. Not yet.
But Barcelona ain't spending that kind of money anyway. They ain't got that kind of money. They're not spending that kind of paper until they sell someone.
Yeah. So I don't think anything's gonna happen really.
Yeah. So PSG drop out of that Neymar deal. Yeah.
You get two opposites here. You get Kuda saying, "Yeah, Neymar goes, yeah, perfect," and then you get Sean going, "No, Neymar stay."
No, but you know what? With Kuda, he knows it's gonna be a Dybala situation. You don't want to see him coming, boy.
Exactly. I can see him fitting in nicely. Absolutely nicely in that team.
Nicely.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
you know what? Speaking of this, sorry, quickly, Mbappe. If I'm Mbappe, like in the previous podcast, I said, if I'm Mbappe, I want to stay and play my football, obviously, develop a bit, especially with the World Cup coming up.
What team?
But I'm like, now I'm thinking, if I'm Mbappe, I'm looking around the team, like everyone's going. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Or like his whole team is done, man. Like, who's that left back that's just gone now?
Mendy.
Oh, sorry, Mendy. Yeah, he's just gone to City now, isn't
Mendy's
he?
in LA right now, getting his medical, apparently.
The brother's going to Chelsea. You've got, what's he called? Bernardo Silva, all this kind of stuff,
Didn't Fabinho gone as well?
Hopefully.
My days.
I pray.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's going to be him and Falcao left. That's it.
Exactly. Just him. Even there's talk of Neymar and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if Arsenal...
And even Falcao left and couldn't make it and came back.
So yeah, he's the team is like, yeah, I stay, but who am I actually playing for? It's like he's moving to a new club anyway.
Exactly.
It's really bad because they fully outpriced him to everyone else in the market, and then sold everyone else around him. So he's just standing there going, "No, seriously, when is it my turn? I want to go too." Because if I had seen all these players leave, we've just had a brilliant season, and you've literally sold everyone in the first team.
Yeah,
I'd be talking to my agent saying, "Get me out! What? Why am I here?" I mean, but it's a shame. It's a shame Monaco, they thought about money. It's not their fault. Money talks, I suppose.
That's it.
All right, let's go on to the next transfer. You've touched down on it already. Mendy. 51 mil. What was he? The most expensive defender in the world now? First it was Kyle Walker, now it's Mendy.
Well, I heard their owner said if Kyle Walker's worth 50, Mendy's worth more. He didn't really get far on that by 1 million. But he got more, I suppose. So, again, it's just a question, why is he selling his whole team? It doesn't logically make sense to sell. The team have just won the French League, did well in Champions League, and you've sold everyone. But
you know what it is? They're not broke. So he must have some next wonder kids that are going to come through and blitz that everywhere. So I don't know.
Well, probably the team that Mbappe was in last season, or season before, where he did well and then came to the first. I think maybe they are now ready as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not going to talk too tough on them.
But it's going to be hard. I think he's definitely a good defender, better than any left back that Man City had anyway. But
they didn't have any. They're all gone.
He's like, oh yeah, they're all gone. He just the ones they had last season, didn't they? The Kollarovs and
Kollarov's gone to Roma, and he released the other lot. You lot don't quite make it. Get out, let them go.
Now, speaking of the ones that released it, just on a quick side note, Jesus Navas. I've not heard nothing about this guy. He's been released and he's just sitting there. You know what I mean? If that's not a wake-up call for his crossing, I don't know what is.
You don't like this guy, do you? Because the guy has not even got a club and we're still mugging him off.
Nah, man, his crossing annoys me, man. That's what it is, man. He just needs to fix that crossing. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
Well, actually, none of them have got a club. None of their names have popped up in my feed anyway, so I don't think they've got a club.
Yeah, Zabaleta, West Ham.
Go on, Zabs.
No. Yeah,
Speaking of West Ham, Stuart's been very quiet. We'll give you the floor with Hernandez.
Well, Hernandez, due to sign tomorrow, hopefully. It all goes well. That's what I would like to say, an epic signing, I have to say. I would very much like to see him in a West Ham shirt. To go to the business that's already done yesterday.
Absolutely excellent.
Yes, indeedy. To go to the business that was done yesterday. We broke our transfer record yesterday. Big, massive 24.5 million on Marco Arnautovic.
Big signing.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with this signing, I have to say. It's looking like they're actually doing something. The chairman or the co-chairman, however you want to say to them. But I'm looking forward to the season now. Joe Hart, Zabaleta, Chicharito, hopefully Little P, he's coming, and Arnautovic.
I think the Hernandez one. I think he would be. Yeah. I think the Hernandez would be one of the signings of the season. 13 mil. I don't think he can go wrong. He's a proven goal scorer.
16 million.
You know what? Round of applause.
So anyway, because it hasn't been done yet, so I didn't want to get too excited about it because it's not officially done yet. So,
but you know what? If you do get him, it just proves the madness of transfers. Because I mean, Arnautovic is a good player, but as a striker, you wouldn't say he's lethal. And then you get someone like Hernandez who is proven lethal, whether from the sub bench or starting. For
maybe
10,
number one.
30?
That's the thing. He'll be number one.
It's brilliant. It's a brilliant signing for West Ham, along with everyone else.
In a lot of Premier League clubs, he'd be number one. That's why I'm surprised more people didn't go for him.
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
Money and wages for
useless
West
Tottenham,
Ham. Anyway.
You know what I mean? Like with Tottenham and who's that guy on the bench, Janssen and that.
I thought they were the first club they would have got
£100,000 a week. That's Tottenham's problem, isn't it? They won't pay £100,000 a week, and we have to offer him £145,000 a week. So
jeez,
I mean, that's it.
These bathrooms don't pay themselves, do they?
How many do you think he's got? He's probably got a house with like 8. It's a lot of
just sitting there, all the tubs are just full of cash, and he jumps in there after a hard day work.
Scrooge McDuck guy, yeah.
The hard day's work, he just jumps into his pool of cash, £50 notes. That's what he's doing, and could have got Hernandez, man. That would have been. You're saying Kane, what, 30? He can get 30 goals.
Don't say too much, man. Don't give Levy no ideas, because he could come out and pinch our player in
well, your man came out. Your man, also David Gold, came out on Twitter and said, yeah, Hernandez is done.
Pretty much,
signed, blah, blah, blah. That would be pretty embarrassing if it all falls through.
Yeah, but these guys are embarrassing. These guys are embarrassing. Yeah. That's what I have to say. They are embarrassing. Yeah, the way they are on Twitter is just ridiculous. For chairman, just sometimes you need to just shut your mouth, innit, and just do the business. And let the players do the talking that you bring in. Don't go there and blow your own trumpet all day long.
Yeah, but this guy's
when you end up with pie in your face.
This guy's been doing it since he got West Ham, man. Come on, just it's part of
his
parcel
boyhood club, so that's why I like it. He's a fan, so we'll have to wait and see anyway.
Well, I do hope you get him. I mean, I don't know why we sold him in the first place, but it'd be really good signing. And his partnership with Arnautovic is going to be lethal. Zabaleta.
I think Lanzini, him and Lanzini through the middle, that would definitely be potent.
You mentioned Antonio, and I just thought, remember during the season, they were talking like he's definitely going to Chelsea and all this kind of stuff. West Ham won't be able to keep him because of but it's all gone quiet.
But you know what? You know what makes me laugh about that one? You know what makes me laugh about that one? It's because he got injured before the end of the season. So you know all the hype that he was going on, the momentum. He's missed like the last 2 months of the season. So then it all went quiet by the time the transfer window comes, so he's not the flavour of the month anymore. You know how these press work and everyone else works like that. So he just got forgotten about. So I like that.
I like that.
Continue.
West Ham fan looking at the papers going, nope, he hasn't been mentioned. Yep, love that.
Keep that quiet as well. Shh, because Levy's listening. I'm telling you. Shh, be careful. He loves the West Ham bargain. He loves the West Ham bargain.
Yeah, you're right about that, but they do love a flavour of the month. I remember when Dele Alli was banging goals, they were talking about him. He's going to be at the Bernabeu next season and all sorts. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, they do love a hype, right? They do love a hype. Do we have any others? Because I'm pretty much...
There's one elephant in the room, man. It's got to be Alexis Sanchez. Is he leaving? Is it PSG? Is it Man City? Or is he staying with the old Arsene Wenger?
But if it's PSG or Man City, it's not going to be it can't be at the reported fee of 35 million, surely.
No way.
I know his contract's running out, so you basically get what you're given, really.
Yeah, I think PSG are just being a bit cheeky with that one, to be honest. With the way the market is going, they're just
testing the waters, mate. They're just testing the waters.
These are the same guys trying to, doing buyout clauses for Neymar. Like,
yeah, exactly. They're just...
Listen, you see PSG, they're ruthless. Do you remember when was it? 2 seasons ago when they tried to buy Thiago Silva? And they turn around to Barcelona. If you try and buy him, we'll buy Messi's buyout clause. Yeah? Don't play with PSG, innit?
Yeah. No bid ever
but
came
look
through.
But look what happened, throughout the whole summer. That's been Barcelona's number one target, Verratti. And they've been pushing, trying to unsettle the player. And PSG has been getting more wound up. And now look what's happening.
Yeah. But you know what's funny as well? He's changed agent as well to possibly my most favourite agent of the last 2 seasons. So, yeah, obviously that's a United bias, I ain't gonna lie. Raiola has been doing the job for us. So, now I'm interested. Is Verratti's going to turn around and goes, I want to join my fellow comrades, Raiola, and come United? Or is he asking Raiola to sort out a deal with Barcelona? And I think Raiola is the man to sort it out. These sort of things out.
I think he's going to sort out a new contract. A new fat contract. Remember Raiola with that Donnarumma, the young keeper from AC Milan?
Yeah.
That all came out and he was like, oh yeah, he's leaving. Fans throwing money at him and all this kind of stuff. And what happened? Boom. Big boy contract come through.
You know what? My head has been in the sand. I didn't even remember about him because all I heard De Gea was staying. I didn't even care about his existence anymore. He got a new contract. I knew. Hey, Raiola, man. He's ticking boxes. I like this guy.
He likes him until he starts to unsettle Pogba, but he's going to be the same guy crying on the podcast.
He done it already. It's not him that done it in the first place, so it's fine. As long as he does the business. Well, he's doing the business for us now, but I mean, it'd be interesting to see where Verratti ends up. I don't think he's going to end up anywhere, well and truly. I mean, 100 million price tag they slapped on him, and then obviously
I like Verratti, but so the price is getting a bit silly.
Hey, I think that's silly.
But if Neymar goes to PSG, would Verratti want to leave PSG?
Nah.
Hell no.
No, because especially imagine if Neymar and Sanchez turn up.
Exactly.
You're staying there. You obviously staying there.
Even Neymar, because you're talking about a front three of like Di Maria, Cavani, and Neymar.
Hasn't Di Maria gone?
Decent.
Do you know what I mean?
Where?
No, where? Di Maria is there.
Is he still? I thought he was going Inter.
No. Di Maria is still there, mate.
Oh, God.
Still there. Where have you heard this rumour?
No, because you know what? Sorry, this was a conversation.
Some
Paul Pogba.
Pogba told
him. Someone brought it up. It must have been just a rumour then.
It's just a rumour. There's plenty of rumours going around.
That's going to be a Daily Star kind of rumour, man.
Yeah.
That's a wild one.
Talking of rumours, you got Oxlade-Chamberlain. He could possibly go in Chelsea, Liverpool, Mahrez, Arsenal, Sigurdsson, Everton. That one's looking likely. There's plenty of rumours going around. There's some ridiculous ones, obviously.
But this is if Oxlade-Chamberlain goes to Chelsea, that will burn the Arsenal fans.
Oh, of course.
I mean, that will burn.
But you know what? That would serve Arsene Wenger's right. You understand? Because he was one of your best centre midfield players, and as you've said in the previous podcast, he could have a good game, play a bounder, best player on the pitch, and he ain't playing the next game. So if he does go, Good. Serves you right.
Well, if he does go, they've got Ramsey, who was the favourite anyway. So they just
Exactly.
keep playing him and wait till he gets injured or...
Yeah, they could put in Jack Wilshere. They still got him.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
For now.
Nah, we're not even going there. We're not even
Did
going
you hear what
there.
Tony Cottee said on Sky Sports? Did you not hear what Tony Cottee said? West Ham legend Tony Cottee turned around and said, I love the business West Ham are doing at the moment. The one player we need to turn things around is Jack Wilshere. I was like, Tony, what are you doing, man? Seriously, fella. Shh. Don't say another word. Do not say another word.
You know, it's funny. We haven't spoken about that. You know, we talked about Theo Walcott and Wilshere. We barely touched on that. Maybe we're all trying to be... Stuart's very smartly being careful and not mentioning the podcast in case anyone's listening and goes, well, that's a good idea.
We did touch on I definitely touched on the Wilshere one a few times, way before it was even a conversation. Yeah, I knew it. It was in my blood. But the Theo Walcott one, I'm glad that's got a bit silenced. The only one disappointment from the Arsenal camp, in my opinion, was Giroud. I mean, I've grown my beard especially for him as well. I was excited about Giroud to come, man. I'm telling you, I'm disappointed that one's not going to happen.
I can't believe you just said that.
Man had the beard ready for him. Giroud. My days. Wait, I think that's a perfect.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I got one more, mate. I got one more. How can I forget?
One more, man.
Robertson, Liverpool's new left back. Never saw too much of him playing, but I always give someone a chance.
I want to add one more story in there, actually. It is Liverpool related. It's this Keita one. It seems like Keita's not going anywhere. And for me, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm actually happy that Liverpool didn't pay that money for him.
Yeah, that's wild.
I just thought if you pay that money for him, all the problems that all the transfers that we're seeing would just increase again.
Yeah.
So I'm glad if Liverpool hold their ground and don't pay above, I think the last reported transfer offer was 67. I hope Liverpool don't pay for that.
Happening.
Do you know what? Like I said before, I just hope they get Chamberlain, and that's all I've got to say on Liverpool and their transfers.
That would be a good addition.
No, that would be a great addition. But anyway, we will end it on that, and we'll be back again. I don't know, couple of weeks, I suppose.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
Unless something big happens this week.
Something big happens again.
Unless something pops off, i.e.
Neymar
Sanchez goes anywhere.
Hey, that's breaking news, man. We got to get
Sanchez goes anywhere. Hey, you might just do an impromptu podcast on the day.
You mean the minute
what?
it gets announced?
If Neymar gets done, we have to do podcasts until that money is spent, because there's going to be stories left, right, centre that we would have to.
Yeah.
We have to say that's correct, that's incorrect. Let's have a joke about that one, because that is serious.
There's no. I'm not even saying nothing because I don't want to hear anything of that talk of Neymar going nowhere. Because it's going to be a Dybala and Coutinho situation. I'm not on that. Forget that.
Yeah, as long as they stay up and Mbappe way. Because otherwise that will be a proper wind up.
Well, you know, Kuda, wrap it up because Abbas, I don't want him to try and wind me up about Coutinho and Neymar.
No, I'm done. I said it nicely
cool. Close your mouth. Kuda.
I'm nice.
Cut the buttons, man.
Exactly. Lock it off. Anyway, if you enjoyed listening to us, leave a rating on iTunes, whatever you're listening to this podcast on, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, all that good stuff. Catch us on Instagram, E2eFootballPod, Twitter, E2eFootballPod, Facebook, End-to-End Football Podcast, and see you again later.
Laters.
Adios.
Bye.
Oh, God.
Later now.
Excellent.